Hey people, so I know we haven't done an actual live video in a while, but here we are. So I wanted to bring this up, and let me readjust this so it looks a little better.
Now we look pretty! Yay!
So, want to talk about legal fling. And this
isn't a slanderous video, this is our opinion.
No, this is purely an opinion. We're not promoting legal fling. We're not, discouraging the concept of legal fling. But legal fling itself, I have a major issue with.
And we'll explain what that is in a moment.
Yeah. So if you don't know, what legal fling is an app that is designed to be a yes/no. Here's the things I'm into, here's the things I'm not into, then you send it to somebody who's on your list, is protected by, being on, part of a deeper web, part of the internet, blah, blah, blah. And that all sounds great.
Are they actually background checking people, though?
That's one of the things that doesn't sound great. So here's the long and the short of it. And I mean, we're right now, as we're doing this, we're on
their website.
On their site.
It's Legal Fling. If you look up Legal Fling.
Right. So you have all of these different things. You have group filters.
So this is an app that hasn't launched yet, from our understanding.
Right. Easy messaging, personalization. A whole bunch.
It says you can escalate a breach with a single tap, triggering cease and desist letters and enforcing penalty payments.
Okay, here's where the problem is with this thing.
This is really confusing, though.
Okay, there is no way that an app or a website or any kind of legal document will hold up in court. It just won't. Okay.
Yeah, and someone's going to kill you anyways, just because they sign some fucking thing doesn't mean they're not going to kill you or hurt you, especially if you're doing BDSM stuff. They're talking about regular sex here, but...
Well, the BDSM settings are included in this, so that's something that caught my attention on this thing in the first place, was that they actually include BDSM settings in it. With that being said, this is dangerous.
I like the idea, but I don't think you can rely on that.
Right. Because here's the thing. When you get down to their FAQ section, the first thing is this legally binding? Do you want to read that?
The application generates a live contract, which is legally binding agreement. Just remember, the app is about setting clear rules and boundaries, not breaking them. So that means that if you break the rule, what they're setting up is not going to necessarily... be holding up in court.
No, it's not going to. No, because this is the thing, is that at any moment in any play session, this is.
What's the issue, Tina? It's an app about consent. It's a legal fling app that's launching.
Right. So the thing is that this app, the idea is, I as user take my phone, I punch in. Here's all the things that
I want to do.
You like yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, you can kiss my neck. Right. No, you can't, rough my hair up or whatever.
It's like an extended BDSM checklist.
And I guess could both people that are partners have this?
They have.
This isn't just a hookup app, right? Like there's...
No. The idea is everybody on this app has...
Exactly, agree. Sorry, I can't see your name there. Cheeky.
But the thing is that with this app, the idea is I sign up, I go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Then I make friends with people.
Wait, but can you do this with active... I think there's a question about, can you do this in a relationship? This seems scary for me to just meet random people on this app and do this. This would make more sense to me, even though it wouldn't be legally binding, if you said, if you're meeting somebody, you're dating somebody, and then you're like, oh... I would like you to fill this out for me so I can see what you're into, what you're not into. When you first told me about this app, I thought it was, oh, great, here's the things you're into, here's the things I'm into, and it actually algorithms what things you have in common. Right. That would make sense. That would be cool.
But the idea is, I'm pretty sure they're going to include something like that. That makes no sense. Or
matching up people in their algorithm, which is cool, but like...
Right. Will it do by, they might down the road do... you're within distance of somebody who fits 90% of your profile parameters of what you're willing and what not willing to do.
But just because you're willing to do that thing doesn't mean you're attracted to that other person.
Right.
Or that they're not a creeper who's going to kill you anyways. I mean, I'm sorry, I know I'm being dramatic, but there has been people, you go to someone's house in a BDSM thing, you should never just go to someone's house. I know we've mentioned this, when you've never met them, or if you haven't had
well, and
extensive
also
vetting
they're
and
talking
extensive
about
time
the
talking
idea,
to them.
right? They are talking about the idea this is a live contract, and basically meaning I say yes, you say yes, and then you basically tell the app we're about to go and have sex, and then after you're done, you come back and tell the app we're done, and it's like.
But anyone can change their mind. Anybody can say, "Oh, well, that person did that shit to me." So this is again feeds into, and I think this is a good. Sorry, Master, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I think this is a good idea to try to protect people. But I think it's also dangerous, like you said.
Yeah, I think that the idea behind the yes no aspect of it is fine. I think the messaging aspect of it is fine. I think the personalization aspect of it is fine. I think that the group filtering is interesting. Things that are absolutely unenforceable.
A penalty clause. How the hell are you gonna?
They're gonna do because this person this person didn't do what they said. Oh, we're going to send them a cease and desist and and we're going to send them a penalty a penalty enforcing penalty payments. How the hell will you enforce penalty payments?
What does that even fucking mean?
But how is that legal? Not only that, but you cannot...
It says the terms and conditions of the... Hold on, let's go down. So it said the terms and conditions of this is if you change your mind and someone says no, that means no. Okay, so now we're talking about if you're in BDSM and you say no as a part of the scene, this isn't going to work for you.
No, but it's not just that. But it's the thing about it is that sounds great, but when you're alone in a room with a person and the only thing you have between you and that person is an app that does not necessarily work that great.
That's not going to save your ass.
It's not going to save you. It's not going to do anything to make it better. It's not going to do anything
except communicate what you want and what the person wants. That's the only thing that I do see added benefit. And like meeting people in a context. Like if someone signs up for this app, yeah, it is insane. It's really insane. If someone signs up for this app, then obviously they're probably not going to be one of those people. But still, I mean, you still could be preying on people.
But you have to keep in mind that on any of these apps, you have to think basically 10 to 15% of the people who are on these apps are creepy stalker types.
On any kind of place on the internet,
right.
That's true.
You have to, then you're going to go out and put down, here's all the sexual things that I'm into.
But no, but is it that you're into or you're willing to do with that person? Because then you should be able to say, oh, I've never met this person, so I just want to do these 3 things.
Right, and the thing about it is that it's the legally...
She agrees.
Yeah, the legal binding aspect of this boggles me on how they can even promote that with straight face.
Wait, but the last line says, to which extent the contract holds up in court depends on your country of residence.
Which means, it sounds great, but, in America, a contract like this, totally useless.
Maybe in England or UK.
Yeah, in America, this is totally useless.
Where's this app out of, though? It's at a .io, so maybe it's not an American website.
But it doesn't matter. The entire thing is in English.
Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Yeah.
That's why. It would make sense in Europe, though.
But in certain parts of Europe it might work, but guess what? It's going... Yeah, and here's all the places that are,
inside business.
Right, that are doing stories on them, and they're probably just making it sound great, and blah, blah, blah. And the bottom line is, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, one of the facts that tells me that this is a disaster waiting to happen is the fact that they actually have in their FAQ, are you promoting rape culture? Yes, they have an FAQ question that asks, is this app promoting rape culture?
Okay, he's fired up, guys. I don't know if you know. I live with him, and he's fired up right now about this.
Oh, this is amazing.
This is their reply. No, on the contrary, getting explicit consent and expressing your do's and don'ts before sex should be the norm. Duh.
Yeah.
But typically doesn't happen. True for vanilla people. Legal fling is fun and clear way to set rules before you play. Okay, I can see that part, but it's not legal.
Okay, but again, one of the things that we should be made absolutely clear by this is that they are taking the BDSM model of consent and trying to turn it into
An app.
Okay. Conceptually,
cool.
Okay. Legally, it's on amazingly shaky ground.
Again,
okay?
We're not lawyers, so we cannot sit here and say.
But having been around and having had, I mean, you can go back. I've done videos on BDSM contracts for 10 plus years. They're not only
like an NDA would be legal.
Right. No. Not even NDA would be necessarily legal.
I believe the best course of action is that a sub should have a handler at all times, however resources may permit.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we always believe in the concept of a safe call. Okay.
That's kind of like having a handler.
Right.
I guess I don't know what your wording means by that.
Right, but that's but that's what you having a person to call to check in before and after.
Especially if you're not in public.
Right. Somebody to check in with before and after just to make sure that you're okay.
People have died this way.
Right. I mean,
without having the safe call.
Right.
That's happened.
And the thing is that it's like, and you set a time on your safe calls. You set a time on all these things.
I've heard stories of people called the police when the person didn't and they end up saving them.
Right. So, yeah, the thing about it is this app doesn't have if you don't check in 2 hours, we're going to call the cops feature.
Well, maybe they will. You don't know.
I don't know. If they want to... Here's the thing. First off, completely lose the name.
Wait, or if they had a locating device, when you meet with the person, they know where you are.
No, then if it tags...
the police if you don't check in within 2 hours or something. Or it will vibrate and say, please check in, or whatever.
Right.
That would make more sense.
No, but that's a way to make the app more
legally-ish,
because it tags where you are, it tags what you're doing, and
they should if they're going to do that. Yeah, I think that having a locator, actually, I think if you agreed to that on your phone, that when you had the app up when you meet with somebody and it like pops the app up, and then they're able to see where you are, because if something happens, they're basically holding themselves responsible. Agree, Sir Hook. This is scary thing. Who is safe and not safe? Yes, safe call is a great idea.
Yeah,
yes.
but the thing is that this app, again, structurally, is a good idea. Okay?
Legal fling. I imagine they flinging legality out the window.
Pretty much. But on paper, this is a good idea. Legally, this is on incredibly shaky ground. Okay? Just because you're throwing it into the blockchain and you're, doing all of these things does not mean that it will hold up in court. Okay?
There is,
there is so much here that is wrong. That if they changed it to a completely different title and just said, this is a fun thing between people. Okay? And here's the bonuses. It, it checks where you're at. It checks in every once in a while. Blah, blah, blah. That's awesome. This forgoes most of that for the concept of...
Whoa, can I interrupt, Master?
Yeah.
Their example is, this app is good to have around. Imagine that you and your lover do a spicy video or something and they leak it to the internet. This will make it that they cannot do that. I'm like, what?
How?
What? You don't want that to go viral when the relationship's ended. We've added extra possible clauses one should consent to before the act.
Yeah,
so your fun is not shared with the rest of the world. I don't think they can enforce that, though.
That's completely unenforceable. That is completely unenforceable.
You could send it to one friend and
you
nobody
can go
would
after,
know.
You could go, depending on what state you're in, revenge porn is legal in certain states. It's not illegal nationally yet. Hopefully soon, but not yet. So just because you have a thing on a
sounds like maybe it's a bunch of children.
No, if you have a thing on your phone that that you can go, look, they said they wouldn't do this and they're going to do it. They're like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It's not binding. Just because they said I would, that I'm willing to do this and I'm not willing to do this does not mean anything. Okay? This means absolutely nothing. And I'm just astounded that somebody would spend this kind of time, energy, and money to promote something that doesn't really work. So this is a this is a
This is the company that
hi,
they're...
looking around. Let us know if you have any questions.
It's Legal Things is their, like, subsidiary or something.
Okay.
I think I will stitch the yeah.
Okay, how is the L-E... Give me a spelling.
What is it?
Legal thing, Fling, L-E-G...
Legal, L-E-G-A-L. Fling.
Legal?
Legally binding.
Yeah, give me a spelling on that.
L-E-G-A-L-L-Y. B-I-N-D-I-N-G. So we're asking the subsidiary. I don't know if that's connected to it. It says it's powered by live contracts. Ah!
Oh.
Okay, we'll have to do a follow-up video.
Oh, I'm going to be doing a follow-up.
Shit talking mushrooms, God. Sorry, what it says is Legal Things will be back tomorrow. Give them a way to reach you. So he put his email in here.
No, I'm going to not put that one.
I said there's a team of lawyers.
Yeah.
No, this is a great comedy. Yeah, this is really funny. I'm laughing right now. He was just fired up as fuck, so you know this is going to be like...
Oh, this is going to be fun. So, again, here's my thing. I think that the idea is, and we're already 16 minutes into this.
Wow,
we're already 16 minutes into this, almost 16 and a half minutes, and not only have I spent the last 16 minutes saying how stupid and dangerous it is, I'm now getting in contact with the people who are doing the legal on it. So this is definitely going to be interesting to see how it is, and I love the fact that it's in
Jamaica?
No, it's where it's again in wherever they're at.
It said they're from Norway.
Yeah, and you can look on their website and see.
So they're like a contract specialist. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, these are people that they specialize in legal contract. I want to know how the hell they can consider legal fling legal. How it would hold up in court. How it would be able to do this. Now, I'm still saying it's dangerous. Okay, they have not changed my mind by any way about this. Okay? But right now, yeah, they definitely got my attention. So
curious to see. Basically, that the whole dilemma is going to eventually be a judge's bad day. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And again, I think they're coming from United Kingdom or Norway. So I think it's in some places in Europe. I think it would stand out, but I think here.
Oh, here it would be. Not only could it be not legally binding. Depending on the situation, it could be used against you in a court of law. Okay? Even if what you did at the time was consensual between the two of you, if afterwards the person decides, I want to complain and, post the sex, decides, oh, he raped me, they can then turn around and use this as proof that you had sex with them and they're claiming rape. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is, if this does what I think it does, you are saying yes to having sex with them.
But it said you can say no at any time.
Right, but that doesn't mean that everybody's going to follow it the way it's supposed to be. They're going to wait till afterwards and then go to the cops and go, look! And then if it has geotags, then it's going to geotag wherever it was you had sex.
Yeah, but you cannot really... It's so hard because it's hard to prove if someone really... This is the whole thing. It's so hard to prove if something really happened consensually or unconsensually when nobody's there.
Right.
This is the problem.
And even if you
This is the problem with people who get away with also raping people, actual rapists and stuff.
Yeah, they can...
Is then people, because some people...
Because then it's a he said, she said type of a situation. And with this app, and you could potentially, if the person, doesn't immediately go and, say something on their app, you know, because they're in the hospital or whatever, and the person goes, I didn't rape them. Look, here's a thing that says they consented to all the sex we had.
No, I don't think that works that way, though.
Doesn't work that way.
I don't think the app is even trying to work that way. I think we're maybe misconstruing what it's trying to do.
No,
but...
I'm looking at this thing, and it's like, you know, it sounds great, but what, you know, where, you know, I mean, you're going to have to probably spend money to be on this app. Okay, fine. Okay.
Basically sounds like a Tinder, but with more consent.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's a section with photos, condom use if that's necessary, STD-free language.
And there's a whole BDSM section here. Photos, videos, STDs, BDSM. So like you can, and it, you know, keep going. So yeah. So here's
it is like initiating a hookup with somebody.
Oh yeah, here's all the people that you are friends with on there that you could hook up with. Here's, you know, waiting. You send a request to somebody, and you're waiting for a response. Then you get into.
Where's the catch? There's always a cost. App is shady. Yes, there is. So I like that you can select if you want to use comms or not, but it seems like it is like a Tinder-esque type of thing. This is not a thing. They said you can use it with existing partners, but this is more of a hookup app for like.
Yeah, and then you hit accept and fling.
So, what kind of people do you think would use this app? I think business executives, people who are more worried about people coming forward and saying that they did things.
But again,
still not protected.
Still not protected. You know, the thing is that just because somebody fills out one of these things does not mean anything in the grand scheme. So
again, if it was like, oh, have a conversation, more open conversation about what you're interested in doing before you, I can get behind that.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be pursuing this more.
So you'll get updates.
Yeah, there'll definitely be more updates. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah,
blackmail with stuff.
Somebody can blackmail with this stuff. That's another thing.
Well, it probably says in the legal contract that you cannot release it without anyone's consent.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean a damn thing. If you're somebody of importance and you turn around and you go and use this app to have a fling with somebody and you decide, hey, if you don't give me a ton of money, I'm going to release this to the thing, and they say, well, if you do that, this app's going to penalize you. Really?
Your face, Master. Your face. Oh my God. You're like, really? So I don't know who they're marketing this to. Then I don't really know.
I mean, I get. Like I said, I get it. This is dangerous. You know.
Money beats penalty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, because if I'm going to use this, I go and have sex with somebody, and I'm going
bribery bling.
Yeah. and the thing is that if you don't want your wife to know that you've had sex with this person, and they happen to have this proof on this app, they can then use that to blackmail you. Brilliant, people. Good job. Good job.
I see what they're trying to do, though. I do like the idea of trying to bring more consent into the bedroom with hookups, but
it
should not say legally binding.
No, it's not.
That's probably their major sell.
Well, that was the thing about that contract that I did the review on.
The BDSM contract. It was good to have that between people,
because
but it wasn't legally...
But it said right up front.
Not legally binding.
It's a legally made form.
Right.
But it is not legally binding and has to be used for entertainment purposes only. That's what this should do. They're trying to add in an element. They're trying to add in an element of legality that would happen between a contract situation and bring that into the bedroom, and it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. It's to a point where these people are going to put people in danger unintentionally, with the best of interest. And I get that. This is the best interest they have is for for people to be able to go and have sex and be safe. We all can agree that's a great thing. Okay? This is not how you do it. Okay? By adding the legal element to this, you have now put everybody in danger. Okay.
Yes, that
This
is true.
this is not going to be as nice and pretty as they think it will be. And this app's not available yet. This is not it's not available on through Google or through Apple. It's not available yet. You can't even download it from their website. Okay. Um, Unlike things like there's a lot of apps on the web you can download from their website, like the FetLife app. You can download from their website.
They don't have it anymore.
I don't know if they do or don't.
No, they don't.
They promote as if they have it.
Okay, they haven't had it.
Yeah,
forever.
they promote as if they have it. So.
Yeah. So is that about it?
I think so. But here, let me show you. And if you log in.
They haven't had the app in a really long time.
Yeah, and then you log out. Right there.
Huh.
Yeah. So,
I haven't had the Facebook app in forever. I mean, FetLife app.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I'm hoping I'll hear more back from these guys in the next day or two. I want, this is meant to be to be a very serious thing. I
Good
want
work you do, sir.
Yeah, I want to make sure people are having fun and safe, and they're not putting themselves in danger because some app says this is great.
Sharing awareness is what she says.
That's going to be kind of it for now. Hopefully, I'll have more on this, and coming up in the next couple days. And we'll see what happens. All right, that's it for now. All right, be well and safe. All right, bye-bye.